Friendzies, welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you can tell that I don't have my eyebrows on and my hair is up and everything. It's too hot for me to do my eyebrows for this video. And between it being already incredibly hot and what I'm doing later today, that's gonna involve me sweating off my eyebrows anyway. I don't know what she's looking at. My cat's freaking me out. She's looking up at things that I know don't exist. It's too much effort to put on my eyebrows today. So we're doing a video without eyebrows for the first time in a long time, but here we are. Okay. So if you watched last week's video, I reacted to old pictures of myself from like high school and middle school, and I talked briefly about like self-confidence kind of, and feeling more myself with like dyed hair and everything. And in today's video, based off of that, and based off of something a couple of my friends have asked me in the past, I'm gonna kind of be giving you guys advice. I don't want to say I'm giving advice, but it is kind of advice. So we're gonna talk about how to be confident in yourself. That sounds really weird, but it's okay. Again, it's my friends have asked me before because, like I mentioned in the last video, like obviously I have days where it's not a good day and I don't feel 100% comfortable in my skin, how I look in the mirror. That's human nature, that's totally normal. But overall, for the most part, I am very, very lucky to be very comfortable with myself and who I am and how I look. And my friends have asked me in the past, like, Heather, how are you such a bad bitch all the time? Like, literally, their words, not mine. They're like, you're a bad bitch. How are you such a bad bitch? I don't understand. So, I probably can't put it as the title, but I'm gonna teach you how to be a bad bitch. Welcome to the segment. So my two, like, the two things I tell people are, it's a weird, okay, so it's gonna sound weird when I say it like this, but I will explain it. So the two things I tell people on how to, like, be more confident in yourself is to lie to yourself and then fake it till you make it. And that sounds weird the way I say it, but let me explain. So the first one that I said, lie to yourself, it's not really lying to yourself. It's basically both of them are fake it till you make it, but it's a little bit different. So the first one I do is, I don't know really how to word this, because I don't want anything to come off kind of like jerky and kind of like, if I can do it, then you should be able to do it no matter what. Because everybody's different and everybody has different levels of, you know, relationships with their mental health and their physical appearance and things like that. These are just things that have worked for me. I am so incredibly lucky and thankful to have the mother that I do and just to have the life that I do, because from a very young age, I am sweating already. From a very young age, bullying never really bothered me, because the couple of times it did, my mom made sure that I knew that I had no reason to be bothered by it, because people are just petty and insecure in themselves, so they bully other people so that they can kind of feel better about themselves. And people are just mean. People are just mean and want other people to be sad, and if you are just like, okay, whatever, you're a dummy, then they don't bother you anymore. I don't know, sometimes they do. A lot of times they still bother you. I was lucky that nobody did. I am rambling. Let me just get into the advice. Okay. So my first thing that I called lie to yourself, it's not really lying to yourself, but I don't really know how else to phrase it. Basically, every single day, look at yourself in the mirror at least once, just once. Don't torture yourself if looking in the mirror is really hard for you. Don't torture yourself. Pick one thing at one point in the mirror and tell yourself you like it, even if you don't. No matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter what's going on in your life, one thing that you don't even necessarily like about yourself, lie to yourself and tell yourself you do. Whether it's like, oh, I look like I put in effort today, even if all you did was brush your teeth. Just say, I look like I'm put together today. Cool. I like the way I look in this outfit, even if you don't. I like the way my teeth look today, even if you feel like they're crooked and yellowy and you don't really love them. That's one of my big things is my teeth. It's not so much anymore, but for a long time I was very insecure about my teeth. And that was the thing I did. I would look in the mirror and look at my teeth, and even though I was like close to tears because I hated the way they looked, I was like, my teeth look good. They look great. Like, you kind of have to lie to yourself and tell yourself that you like the way you're looking. You like the way your hair's sitting, you like the way your teeth look, you like the way you did your makeup. Even if it's not true, tell yourself you do anyway. Because the more you do it and the longer you do it, you start to believe yourself. And then you start feeling confident in yourself. So it comes to the point where you look in the mirror and you go, you know what, my teeth do actually look good today. I'm telling the truth about that, and I don't give a fuck who tells me otherwise. I'm trying not to swear too much because I don't want this like supposedly positive, uplifting video to get demonetized or blocked. Yes, okay. But that's it. So it is kind of lying to yourself in a sense, because you're convincing yourself that even if you don't like the way you look, you're convincing yourself that you do. And the other one is they're essentially the same thing as each other. But my other one is fake it till you make it. And again, they kind of both fall under the same category of fake it till you make it. But anyway, the fake it till you make it one is pretty much the same thing. I use it more with like outfits, and like this one's a little more like body positivity, and the other one's more like the mental idea of like self-confidence. So the body positivity one is the fake it till you make it, and it's especially like, well, I can't speak to this, so I apologize if this comes out as ignorant at all. But body dysmorphia, I understand, is, from what I understand, is very debilitating, especially when you need to go out and interact with other human beings. And again, I don't have experience with body dysmorphia to the point of which I've seen other people speak of it, so I apologize if this comes out as ignorant. I'm not saying it's any easier, especially with body dysmorphia. Again, I'm just speaking to my experience. I don't want this to come off as like, oh, look at me, I never feel bad about myself. I just want to be helpful if I can be. This is a weird video. I've tried to film this like 3 or 4 times and it never really was coming out right, and now I'm just doing it whether it comes out right or not. I'm sorry. Okay. So again, fake it till you make it. You go out, you wear whatever you need to wear, you dress however you need to dress, and you go out, and if somebody compliments you, obviously thank them, because like that's kind of rude to be like, yeah, I know. But thank them, and then say something positive about yourself to confirm it. If somebody's like, hey, those jeans look really good on you, they fit you like really well, like one of your girlfriends or whatever, if a man says that to you, probably kill him. But if one of your girlfriends is like, oh my god, girlfriends, that's very gender specific. If one of your friendos, ladies and gentlemen, thems, I almost said gentlemen, I'm so sorry, what is happening? Okay. One of your friendos is saying like, hey, those jeans look really good on you, like they fit really well, like damn bitch, you looking fine. Be like, yeah, thanks bro, I really like the way it like sits on my legs, like I like the way it cuffs at my ankle and like fits on my booty. Even if you're lying to yourself when you say that, even if you're lying to you and your friendo, say it anyway. The more positive affirmations you say about yourself, the more true they're going to become. It's going to get to a point that when a friendo compliments you, you're going to feel the compliment. They're going to tell you however they think you look in a good way, and you're going to be like, you know what, yeah, I do look that way. Thank you for noticing. And I've done that my whole life. Like I said, when I was little, bullying didn't bother me at first because I grew up in a house of pretty much mostly adults. My brothers are a lot older than me, so I never really had a lot of kids my own age. So I didn't realize I was supposed to be offended by certain things that people say until I interacted with other kids my own age. I didn't realize I was supposed to be upset if somebody called me fat. And a lot of times in school when kids called me fat, like because I didn't get it, I was just like, yes. And your shirt is blue. Like, not trying to be like a sassy little shit, like, oh, sticks and stones. Like, I didn't even understand that I was supposed to be upset when somebody called me fat. And then when I did kind of understand it and actually felt upset, my mom dragged my ass in front of a mirror and sat there and was like, what do you see? And I was like, I don't know, I see me. And she's like, yeah, exactly, you see a beautiful little girl. as she went off on like a whole tangent, and the whole time I was like sniffling and all smiley because my mom is an angel, and if you need somebody to do that for you, I will be your mother. I will take care of you. Come to Mommy Shark, do, and I will sit you in front of a mirror and tell you that you look amazing. But again, to the pieces of advice. Positive affirmations. Even if it's a lie when you start, just keep doing it. Because even if it takes a really long time, you get to a point where you believe everything that you say. And that's the most important part, when you start believing it. Because you know what? It is true. As long as you're not a terrible, like, I don't care how you look. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care who you are. As long as you're not an asshole, you're probably fucking stunning. Even the most, like, aesthetically, visually pleasing people, if they are assholes, it doesn't matter. You're ugly if you're a terrible person. I don't care how you look. You're ugly if you're a bad person. 9 times out of 10, you're hot no matter what. Even if you're, like, not necessarily super, like, Mr. Rogers levels of good, you're probably super hot. So I promise you, as long as you're a good person, you're probably really sexy. And I promise you, if you keep saying the positive affirmations to yourself, it might take a long time. It might take a very long time. For me, it didn't take too long. I know for some of my friends, they still struggle with it. And we're all in our 20s. Like, it's hard. It's not easy. I'm never gonna tell you anything's easy, but it's so worth it because you keep saying the things and then they become true. You sit in the mirror once every day and say, my teeth look great, even if you have such bad insecurities with your teeth. A couple years down the line, you're gonna look in the mirror and be like, damn, my teeth look really good today. Love you, boo. And then you're gonna walk out and go about your day and feel really good about yourself. This was a really kind of strange and rambly video. I wanted it to be an advice video, but I feel like I kind of just talked myself in circles. So I hope that any advice that did spill out of my mouth is helpful and works for you. I just want everybody to be happy with who they are because you're all angels. You're all little shark angels. You're all part of my shark squad. I love all of you, and I want all of you to love yourselves. As cheesy as that sounds, I'm sure I'll have people in the comments one day being like, yo, look at this bitch being corny. I don't care. Being nice is cool. Be nice to each other. Be nice to yourself. Stay hydrated and stay cool as much as you can, especially because it's very hot, and as soon as this video is over, I'm turning my air conditioner back on. It is too hot. Alright, I'm gonna cut myself off here before I get even more rambly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below of what you do to kind of help yourself with your self-confidence. And if anybody is in the comments talking about how no matter what they do, they don't feel great about themselves, let's go support them, and let's send them love. Again, if you guys ever need to talk about anything to me and you don't feel comfortable leaving it in the comments down below, send me a message on Twitter, send me a message on Instagram, send me a message on Tumblr. All of those should be linked below. And I'm always willing to listen and be there for you. It might take me a little bit to respond. I promise I will try to do it as fast as I can. I just have a lot of work and a lot of like family things, but I will be there as much as I can. I will be your shark mom. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye! I feel like that got a lot deeper than I meant for it to be.